fighter. Continue to swing those blows. Even when he's down. You gotta do in this fight. Keep your head high. Focus on the prize. Focus on your mind. Yeah. Salute to all the HBOs and the SGs out there. Looking for a spot where we belong. A spot where we can kick it. Right? One day at a time, a movement at a time. Yeah. The name is Law Nation. As we proceed to give you what you need. Let's go. Yeah. Come on. Hey. Shout out to the share gang again. Salute to all of the soldiers out there. The ride or die click. Those who don't fold. Those who stand tall. Let's go. One way or another. Pump your brain, your mind, your heart, your soul, your sinew, everything. Let's go. All right. I'm setting up. Everybody know how this thing roll, right? We still setting up. Appreciate your patience. Shout out to those with the libations. Come on. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Come on. Yep. Hey. Right. Who's ready for the draft? Who's ready for it? Who's ready like Eddie, baby? As the helmet spins. Yeah. Come on. I'm still setting up. Bear with me. Go grab your libation. Shout out to the Law Nation 2.0. Thank y'all for getting me over that hump over there. What you tell the haters?
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies
right
close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up, bankroll,
where my dogs at?
Peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Told ya I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck, country heart, I might cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold-hearted, now I'm back up. Keep it real, I do this once a month, I don't rap much. I just take the money and go stack up. Only buying car to get tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. You only clown me, I put the ladders up. No fault, I done doubled up on the workload.
Vicious over here, baby.
I fell in love with the bankroll. Pray up, get money, then we lay low.
Yeah.
Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what?
Shout out to you, Jessica.
Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Matter what? Told ya I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up.
Yeah. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. My name is Law Nation. Let's continue to grind and shine, baby. Hey, we're going to do some mocks. We're going to do some talking of the Dallas Cowboys and what they should do and how they're going to operate and not simulate. But we're going to see how We going to get this thing going the best way possible. Shout out to you, Jessica. I see you over there. Shout out to all of my dogs, too, man, that's been here rolling with me. Appreciate you, man. Hey, y'all know how this thing go. John A. Dixon Jr., appreciate you, man, for jumping in and being part of this thing, Cowboy Nation. I really appreciate you, Queen. What's up? I see you. Shout out to you, AL. Shout out to your fam. Stay at home. Appreciate you. She said, stay at home, ladies. Oh, man, coming from Walt Disney World. What's good with you? Y'all all right? Y'all ready for it? In a couple of hours, basically. Oh, my goodness. Who we going to get? Who we going to go out there and snatch? Get over here. You know, who we going to grab, right? Oh, my goodness. Hey, team can change all just like that tomorrow. For real, Alan, it can change just like that. What's up with you, Natasha? Appreciate you. Yeah, it can change. We ready.
This is Sparta!
Whoa, we ready, baby. Let's go. Purple Soul says, hey, yeah, I feel you over there. I feel you over there. Let me blow that up over here. Yeah, appreciate y'all, man. So it can change just like that. What's up with you, Tori? Appreciate you, Toby, 616. Y'all put down in the mix where y'all from. Y'all know how this thing go, Edgar. Appreciate you. Jessica says she's so excited. Yeah, we all excited over here. DC for life. Not for short, for life. So let's go get JC. Let's start playing with it. Let's go get JC. Let's go get JC Horn over here, man, so we can... It's JC Horn. They're going to be the horn. I salute over there for JC, you know, if we do decide to roll the dice. Now, this is the strangest thing, Cowboy Nation. I want you guys to hear me clearly. It don't matter whether or not we have Patrick Surtain or a JC Horn, hell, or even a Greg Newsom, a Shante Samuel Jr., by the way. You know, Ifutu Malafanwu. I don't give a dog. As long as they ready. As long as they ready to bark. I want me some killers on this team, you know. Figurative speaking, you know. Got to put that out there. Shout out to you, James Bird, JB. Shout out to you, Queen. It don't matter. Now, what I want the Cowboys to do, the draft scenario, would be to find that big plug. I'm pushing big body, can't stop me. For the 9-8, I gotta sell 1 million copies. Y'all remember that song? We need a baller, a shot caller, right? We need them guys out there. And we need Spiffy AC with the fire. We need that. We flat out do. I don't want to get into the game of sitting there saying, we moving furniture because we didn't get a certain player tomorrow or today, basically. David, there's a Parson wave that's going around, and I see a lot of people saying Parson. If he can come aboard and be better than what we had out there as it relates to our rotational guys, then I'm cool with it. It won't mean a hill of beans if we go grab Parson and if we never address the interior of the defense there. It mean a hill of beans. Roland says, team defense. He says all defense. Oh, not some defense. Shout out to Jay Lombardi. Zaven Collins. Oh, my God, man. A physical specimen, right? You know, 270, move like he's 230. That's just silly, right? Always a lady. Appreciate you and appreciate all of the mods on the Facebook Groove as well as the YouTube pages. I really appreciate you guys for holding it down. Really do. Freak of nature. That's what Jay Lombardi says. Yeah. I mean, we got some freaks out there. Super freak. Super freaky. We got that, Lil Troy, youngster. Yeah, Doc, appreciate you. Dwight. Yeah, so we need some of these guys that's out here that's willing to roll their sleeves up and be more than just bark. We need to hear that growl. Y'all like the new sound effect? Oh, make you scared, huh? That's not a chihuahua, even though the chihuahua might have the teeth. It don't have that deep growl. And see, the point of the growl is to let people know, or the subject know, that the bite is about to come. And I'm giving you that warning sound to let you know I'm coming. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that type of grit, that growl. Jackson 2.0 says I'm hype. Yeah, we need to be hype. We flat out do. We need to be looking at this situation of saying we got a bitter taste in our mouths, right? From last season. Circumstances didn't happen the way we want it to be. We had high expectations, right? Show of hands who didn't have high expectations. But when reality meets you, it's sitting there like, God, dog, what happened? Life. What happened to us last season, and life is going to happen to us this season. But I always tell people, man, it's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have the opportunity and not be prepared. It's better to plan, right? Those who fail to plan to fail. Those are things that even if you don't even like the Cowboys, you apply it to your life, man, baby, I'm telling you, you can go far, far, far. Now, Law, why you didn't go live earlier? Why you didn't go live? Well, I've been preparing. I've been preparations and preparing myself so that I can get to this point. So we can all speak to each other at this time of night or evening, or depending on where you're from. Time is relative, right? There are other things that I have to do. I wish I could just jump on here, but it's just what it is. Ron Price says a linebacker. Yeah. Eric, he says edge guy. This is what I asked you guys to do last night and the previous night, is to go to my Twitter and shoot me your best mock drafts or what have you. And there have been some people that sending me mock draft throughout the day, and I really appreciate this, and these are situations that can actually happen, believe it or not, like Ripley's. This is from, I left off on James from yesterday or last night. This was his mock. He had Patrick Surtain, still gave him an A+. Walker Little, not Walker Big. When you're little, you big, right? And he got an A-. Elijah Molden. Hey, Elijah, right? A-. Jamin Davis with the 99th pick. A-. Milton Williams. A-. Jamar Johnson, Tay, and things. I'm looking at this and I'm sitting here saying, we're going to get us a dog. We're going to get us one. And sometimes people look at this draft and they think that, man, you got to have 50 draft picks, man, all hitting. You got to have all 5 of them all hitting. No. The draft is designed to develop guys, right? You want to look at it so that you can develop guys. But at the same time, it's not your end-all, be-all. It's not. And shout out to my dog, Big Game James, and Scott Walker, and Vach Lombardi, Jeff Kavanaugh, Jay Tuck, who else? Sid, my Cowboys family, the Cowboys community, Mark Holmes, Foots the King. Got a lot of people that do Cowboys content. The OC, Balls Cowboys. West Coast. We got people all over the globe. They do their mock draft. Shout out to the UK boys. You know, they got a whole channel where they got everybody. Mama, uncle, cousin, Tupac, Stephen Jones on the show. You know, shout out to them on the Facebook group. And shout out to Jessica. I see you. Todd, let's go. Let's get it. Yeah, we're going to get it, Todd. Appreciate you for the $10 HBO special. Appreciate you. Let's go. Let's go.
This is Sparta!
Appreciate you, Todd. Appreciate you, man. You are a legend with that. The first one to be sponsoring this segment right here. Appreciate you. And shout out to all of the ones that's over there on the Facebook for doing the stars. I really appreciate you. When you donate the stars, your name come across the bottom there. And we will be doing another giveaway for the stars. And as well as for, I'll put the name in the hat, the Wheel of Fortune or the Wheel of Laws for classic cup. You'll think that this is any other cup, but this is really a great cup. You can put ice. Technically, I can put ice in this cup now, and it'll be just ready with my hand and everything else by the time we hear the chime. The time we hear the... Make me want to do it. Hey, that's the Chris Brown in this draft, right? Oh my goodness, man. Let's do the Chris Brown dance, man. David, you said all you guys are great, Law. Yeah, Lamar says Law Nation, baby. Tori says no. West Coast doesn't know football. Shout out to you, man. It is what it is. I left out Okoye Media, right? That's my dog, man. Appreciate him. I'd rather have J.C. Horn. Cole said he'd rather have J.C. Horn. Yeah. You and Mark are my go-to guys for Cowboys content. This is Marco with the R. Appreciate you, man. Yeah. Jessica, I meant to say for you, I got something. Shoot me a text at 682-214-4087. Jessica, text me your address. I got a gift for you, and as well as for Michael Campbell. You two guys have been remarkable on sharing the content on the Facebook. I can see everybody who shares content on Facebook, and I just saw y'all names just everywhere. I said, God dog, boy, they sharing. Share gang, yeah, that's y'all. But I always like to give back. You know how that goes. All right, so Michael Campbell and Jessica, text me your address at 682-214-4087. That is the text line for your mind. Yeah, and let me put the phone line together as we do that, too. I'm going to put the phone lines open so you guys can give me a call. J Form Law, are you going to the Star? To what draft? This is what I thought about, Jay. I know for sure tomorrow and Friday I can scoop away. But Saturday, without a shadow of a doubt, I'm going to make it my business to at least jump in the whip and head to the Star. And we'll do maybe some live content. Maybe a show out there. And just hit me up, too, at that number, 682-214-4087, Jay. Hit me up, man. Text me when you are out there so that I know you're already out there, but you know how things go, right? Let's go with this one. Bear with me. We're gonna pull this one out. Yeah, y'all know where y'all hear that. We're going to do a few mock drafts, and then we'll open up the phone line for your mind. How about that? Yeah. Come on. This our team, right? Slow and steady wins the race. Huh? Shout out to Fever or Fiver. Let's go. Come on. Who y'all thinking we gonna grab? Can y'all see that? Is it too small? Come on. Say ain't no party like a cowboy party. Yeah, ain't no party like a cowboy party. I see you, Jessica. Appreciate you. From Marshall, Texas in the house. Yo. Come on. Yeah. Watch how that beat jump in. Yeah. Woo! Watch how I bring my dog, man. Watch how I bring my dog out here. Yeah. Don't step on my toes. Come on. We grinding over here, baby. Come on. All right. So typical. Why so typical? Hey, shout out to you, Buffalo. Tyree, appreciate you, fam. G-Town, get down. Appreciate you, man. Silver and blue. Let's go. All right, so the Jaguars went with Trevor Law. Shout out to the Laws over here. The New York Jets, it should be the New Jersey Jets, went with Zach Wilson. Trey Day, he going to the San Francisco 49ers. Okay, I feel him. I could get down with that. That's my dog there, man. Trey Day gonna be going crazy. Atlanta Falcons, they went with Mac. Who? They went with Mac Jones. Okay. They need a quarterback over there, believe it or not, like Ripley's, right? They need a quarterback. Real talk. Can you guys hear me? Right? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Appreciate you, Stanley. Shout out to you. Shout out to you always, lady. Because there ain't no party like a cowboy party. So Cincinnati went with the wise move. Penei Sewell, right? Jamar Chase to Miami, giving that guy a weapon out there, that young quarterback. Waddle, giving Golf a weapon over there. That's understandable. Oh, Kyle Pitts, he going to Carolina. Did they do a trade today? So they're going to look at helping out their defense. And I'll be damned, the Denver Broncos went and got J.C. Horn. So this offseason, they did they pick up a cornerback? I forgot his name. Y'all can let me know what his name was, right? I thought that they already picked up a cornerback, for crying out loud. All right, so the Dallas Cowboys, the mighty Dallas Cowboys, we went with Kyle Pitts. And this could be a true draft scenario. This could be a situation whereas, how would you guys feel? How would you feel, if the Cowboys roll with Kyle Pitts? And I can hear the people right now saying, well, hold on, Law, we need defense. And I'm heavy on defense, but I'm looking for that dog. I'm looking for somebody that can make it difficult. Speaking of that, let's listen in to I believe this could be Kyle Pitts' father. He's predicting that the Cowboys will rock out with his son. Let me see if I can find that audio. Y'all bear with me.
The best pass catcher draft class.
This is Kyle Pitts' father, man. Let me see if I can.
To me, he is the best pass catcher draft class, in my opinion, and that's with all due respect about this Smith. I think that Smith is a fantastic player. He's just kind of gushed about. But at the same time, he does have that kind of spindly frame, and that concerns you a little bit. Whereas with Kyle Pitts and just his body control, his hands, his size, he is a physical player. And then again, just his acceleration is just remarkable for the tight end position. I think that you're talking about guys like Darren Waller, Travis Kelce, and just absolutely a phenomenal player. To me, Kyle Pitts, if he is available to any team, is just about crazy if they don't consider him. I think you're talking about an all-pro early in his NFL career.
So Waller is pretty good. And I ain't talking about Waddler. I'm talking about Waller for the Raiders, right? So my thing is, and we saw progress stopper. Witten went over there. He was like, okay, y'all know how that goes, right? I'm not trying to dog chasing Witten, but you know how that goes. But it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very, very difficult for anybody to really look at it and say, okay, all right, we're going man to man. We're going to play man. Press, I don't know. Look, you're not going to play press man on Amari Cooper, Lamb, and Gallup. So you're going to play loose man, if anything. You're going to drop back into a zone. You might have somebody that will bump and try to redirect and then to get into a trail. But that's playing Russian roulette if you don't have strong safeties. So I'm looking at this situation if the Dallas Cowboys roll with a Kyle Pitts with the 10th overall draft pick, who, dare I say, was the BPA, the best player available when we look at this chart, right? Because we look at everything, and this is just objectively looking at it. Pat gone, JC gone, Waddle is gone, Jamar Chase is gone, right? And out of all of these wide receivers, if Jamar Chase on the board and if Pitts is still there, hell, I'm going with Jamar Chase. He's just that nasty to me. And then you looked at all the way up here, all of these quarterbacks, 1, 2, 3, 4 quarterbacks gone, and then Sewell gone. He's creme de la creme. And you got to keep this quarterback upright. And I'm quite sure in the second round, the Cincinnati Bengals need to go with some type of weapon to help out that young quarterback because he don't got nobody he throwing the ball to. So those are all things that we have to really consider, right? So with the Dallas Cowboys going out there picking up a Kyle Pitts, it's not the end of the world. So with the 11th pick, the Giants went with Micah Parsons, Devontae Smith. Hey, we're going to have to worry about that kid. But we've seen threats like this before with the Eagles, and they know how to wet the bed. That's all I'm saying. And the Los Angeles Chargers, went with Rashawn Slater, which will be a damn good move for them because now you get Herbert extra protection. The defense is pretty solid. That's going to really help out that team tremendously, right? All right, so Christian Darrisaw, he's gone to the Vikings. Yeah, that's a good situation for them. Elijah Moore, they need weapons, so they got Cam Newton weapon for the New England Patriots. Arizona Cardinals got Elijah Vera Tucker, which fell right into their good graces right there for the Arizona Cardinals. They've been doing some stuff this offseason. They've been doing some good stuff. All right, so they got Christian Barmore. He's gone to the Raiders. And Miami Dolphins, Davis going in the first round. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. How? Oh, my goodness. Woo. Hey, that's crazy, huh? Hey, that's crazy for them. I'm talking about the rich getting richer over there, right? The Washington football team, they went and got a Zaven Collins. Can you imagine? You got a freakish athletic guy that's on the front, and then on the second wave of things, you got a Zaven Collins, right? Oh, my goodness. And you talking about squeezing through the A and the B gap is going to be wide open because teams are going to be so focused in and narrowed in on trying to double team and block up their front for the Bama Boys and beyond, right? That is just medieval for them, right? Washington team is just looking nasty, and you know they got a coach that don't play around with his food. You got something special for the Washington team, which we will have to look at it and say, well, y'all don't got no quarterback. This mark is really weird. This is from Penna. Yeah, it is what it is, though. Justin Fields, he drops all the way to Chicagoland, which is not bad for them. Shout out to you, Uncle Charles. The Colts, they got Greg Newsom, who will fit right into that system pretty well. And they got a good defensive coordinator that will really work out with him. Alex Leatherwood, by the way. Oh, my goodness. He going to the Tennessee Titans. aggressive, physical guy that's going to help out their running backs. It's not bad. All right, Tevin Jenkins, he going to the Steelers. He's such a Steelers guy, right? He's such a Steelers guy. All right, so let me just skip past all this. Where my Cowboys at, hell? Where we at? Let's go to the second round. Let's see. Okay, ET, we going to the because he goes, okay. Eric Stokes. Ooh. Where I'll pick at? What we got? What happened? Okay. Oh. That ain't bad for the Eagles. They got Eric Stokes. And they got Devontae. Ooh, they got speed. Let's go all the way down. Right side. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. The Cowboys. See, they're your offensive tackle. Now, I can hear people right now. I can hear y'all. So the Dallas Cowboys are kind of like horrible on defense. So you mean to tell me that you went with offense? So you went with the tight end, and then you went with an offensive tackle the second day. Ooh. How do y'all feel about that, man? That's why I totally hate the draft. This is from Always a Lady. Y'all see that? Oh, my goodness. So let's see if we can make a come up in the following rounds. Let's see. Because this will be happening. I know I'll see a lot of people will be yawning. They'll be like, oh, they'll be like, man, come on, what's up with this draft, this mock draft? Let's go. Then we went with Richie Grant with the 75th. This is such a Cowboys type of draft. This could happen later on today, right? Oh, my goodness, with Richie Grant. I will tell you, I like Richie. I do like Richie. All right, so who we went with the 99th? Okay, we went with the Syracuse kid. It will be some growing situation with him, but Trill is pretty good, Let's see who we got from here. And he'll fit right in. That means we're going to be doing the type of system that we're talking about we're going to be doing. Grant is still at 75 just from Tobey. Okay, I feel you. Then we went with Edge guy. Jordan Smith with the 115 pick. And did we have any other pick? We went with Stanford Drew Dahlman. Okay. That's a security pick. So, I mean, we would get a lot of people angry and upset at this draft, but people, yes, sir, this would be a solid draft because then you still look at the fact that, okay, you got a Kyle Pitts, okay, all right, cool. You got all of these guys that when you look back at it, you say, okay, Trill, okay, and T-Real, you know how that goes. Or you got Grant, okay, you got Dylan, who's solid, okay, and you got Kyle Pitts. Jordan Smith, he's a project. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I can't even really say that he's gonna be one of those guys. But Jordan Smith will be a project situation. Ross says, when we gonna see Bradley or not? You know, that will be something too. You know, I can't wait to see him. You know, let's do this. The phone line for your mind is at the top of the screen there. And be sure, let me see if I can do this for you guys. Bam. You see it right there, 657-390-7391. You know, that's the phone line for your mind. And let me see if I can put that down. Shout out to you, Todd. Appreciate you. Let me see, 657-390-7391. Prediction for, that's the phone line. Run that mock back. This is from J4. He said, run that back, baby. All right, let me see if I can run that one back, man. A lot of people were not too fond of that one, you know. It is what it is. You know, it's the mock. It's a mock. It's a mock. And that's just how those things roll. That's, you know, it's how they go. Let's see what we got over here. What it do, man? 478, you're live.
Hey man, 478 in the house, Warner Robins, Georgia. This right side, Law Nation. What's going on, brother? How you feeling?
Oh man, and it is what it is, man. I'm making it. Talk to me, man. Who you got with the draft, man? With the 10th pick, the Dallas Cowboys select who they got.
Man, listen, I'm telling you, I like J.C. Horn, but if that boy Rashawn Slater there, I want offensive line. I think that offensive line, it'll go ahead, it'll help Zeke out. It'll protect the $40 million man himself. And,
okay.
I don't think we could go wrong with protecting there. And then, kind of sprinkle our picks throughout as far as the defense goes. But I think the first priority, we saw what happened last year when we had individuals going out. And now, with Tyron Smith, we want the best for him. We hope the best for him.
Right.
Nothing is promised. So give me Slater. Plug him in where Connor Williams is right now. That make the offensive line better tomorrow.
Right.
And then, if we about to get hurt, anything like that, we move forward and we continue pushing the ball down the field as well as being a beast in the running game.
Right.
Having Zeke and Tony Pollard out there carrying the rock. And I think that'll just put the offense and the team overall in the best situation we can be in. What you think about that, Law?
Well, we saw how Connor McGovern, he was better than, when we was able to put him out there on the field. And we saw how, this team looked like when we kicked Zach Martin at the right tackle position there. So I could look at us going with an offensive lineman / tackle in this particular draft and having somebody to have security as it relates to that pick. And if that's the best player available, then lo and behold, you do that. This team, I don't think that we are a million miles away from getting back to the playoffs. I think that if we just make the smart and conscious move and not the emotional move, I think we'll be all right.
I agree. And you heard your boy Jerry Wine Jones at the press conference. He told you, hey, we can't be stupid about this thing. So,
right.
That just it let me know at least. And I think also with McCarthy coming in last year, we drafted a little differently than we drafted in a long time. And I think we hit pretty well on those draft picks, but I think a lot of it had to do with McCarthy being there and not having certain people in the room saying, give me the B-list player, and I'm going to make him A-list for you, actually going and taking players and studs out there. So hopefully Dan Quinn, I see he with the Falcons, and like I said, Warner Robins, Georgia, so I see the Falcons working a lot out here. So, with the Falcons, Dan, he wasn't scared to take a safety early.
Right.
And I know we haven't did that in a while, but I think that'll be the next thing I'm looking for. If we can get in the top 3 rounds of safety, offensive tackle, a cornerback, then I think everything else is gravy, and it can kind of fit in where it get in at.
Yeah, man. Hey, everybody, man, they shooting you praises over here, man. They said, man, this caller right here is off the chain. Here's the situation. Speaking some good points. Jerry, I'm an old wait and see, because Jerry can say one thing and it'll be a whole different other story, right? So I just look at Jerry like, okay, I'm gonna believe him to when I see it. And my thing is with Jerry is that he might be tempted to just make that splash in the draft. I want them to be patient. I want them to be like a spider. When it casts its web, the prey come to the spider. That's what I want the Cowboys to do in the first round. Now, with the 10 picks, they can start willing and dealing from there. But one of my observations from that press conference, if you look at the press conference, pay attention to Mike McCarthy. He don't speak a lot. I love that. He was just doing like this. And the two Joneses, they was talking about this, and he was just doing this. He was just turning left and right. And I like the fact that we don't hear much from Dan Quinn. Remember, around this time last season, there was multiple interviews with the defensive coordinator talking about he going to change this out, and he loved ball hawk guys, right? And he was talking about he's going to do this and do that. He was doing a lot of talking. So I like the fact that Dan Quinn, he's flying under the radar. He got his philosophy already in the mix, but he's sitting back, and I like that. I love it when the Cowboys staff just hush and fly under the radar. Let us do all the talking.
You know, and that's one of the things about the draft that I love is Will McClay. I don't think he get enough credit.
Right.
But since he's come in and been the de facto general manager, Jerry gonna carry the title. You know, he gonna
Right.
But we know who's really behind the scenes doing. You know, looking at the draft players and individuals who we need to be taking.
Right.
And, Will McClay has been doing a fantastic job at that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, one thing that in this draft I'm looking forward to, and I know you got to go, Law, so I'm going to keep it short right here, last point, but I know with Dan Quinn and the Falcons, and I think I was watching, what was it, the Dallas Cowboy draft show earlier today, with Bucky Brooks, and he kind of brought this point up as well. But he was saying that Dan Quinn, they have this thing where they spend an extra 10, 15 minutes with those developmental draft picks. And that's one thing that I feel that we hadn't did a great job of, because you go look at a Reggie Robinson. This man, especially the way the season went last year, ain't no way this man should have played one snap.
No way.
He shouldn't have been moved. He shouldn't have been moved to safety. I mean, we already had pathetic play back there anyway. Let him develop where he played at.
Right.
And you look at the Bradley and Nas of the world.
Right.
It was no development. And today, it didn't seem like it. Maybe it was going on behind the scenes and we didn't see it. But from what we saw, there was no development. And one thing I did notice with Atlanta, and I work with a lot of Falcon fans. My God, they just, boy, anyway. But one thing you see with the Falcons is later throughout the season, when you get to those later games, you start to see those rookies start to get more and more playing time.
Facts.
They developed the kid that was a linebacker. I can't remember his name. It's a little difficult name to pronounce. But they developed this kid. He flew under the radar, came in, took Campbell's job, and everybody kind of looking like, where did this guy come from? But they have been working with him. And I think that's one thing we have to do better as far as development goes, is making sure we're working with the developmental draft picks that we take in, and not just focusing on those higher round guys, so we build this roster all the way through. But Law, man, I appreciate your time, brother, and I just want to give you big props because I love watching the show, brother. Love it.
Appreciate it, man.
Keep up the good work, my man. Keep up the good work, and like I call y'all, man, y'all new media. This is where the people are coming for the information now. We're not going to the 3 and 4 letter networks. No
There
more.
you go.
We coming to see the people who putting the work in, and brother, you one of them. So I appreciate everything you're doing.
Appreciate you, fam. Let me give you one of these, man. That's a good call from him, man. All the way from Georgia. I love it. I love it. So next we got 678, man. Before I let 678 jump on, I got to say this, Cowboy Nation, that hey, man, we on multiple platforms, baby. We on Facebook. We on Twitter, Twitch, as well as you can catch this episode on Roku, TV, and Amazon. So it won't be long. It won't be long for people like, hey, man, I turned on ESPN and I heard Law up there, man. You know, ESPN trying to squeeze some of Law, you know, but we on multiple platforms. But shout out to, man, the caller from that location there from Georgia. Post your name again so I can record it on this thing, man. But I really appreciate you. All right, so now we got the 678. Come on, man, lay it straight over here, man. What you got? Man, fine like wine, man. Don't ask me what kind. It might be the kind of Jerry wine like to drink, man. But what's good?
Hey, man, everything good, man. Big props to the last caller. He rolling down there in Warner Robins. I heard where he's at. I'm up here in Atlanta.
Okay.
As well. We deal with a whole bunch of them funky birds, but it's all good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But check this out. A lot of things that my man said, hey, he was spot on to a lot of
Facts.
But look, my pick right now. Let's do it like this.
Go ahead.
We know we need help on the front end.
Mm-hmm.
Get that big, heavy, fat, greasy, middle nose tackle that we've been looking for. We're not gonna get that.
Right.
We're not gonna solidify the whole secondary all the way around, right?
Right.
So we might as well just go ahead and go linebacker right now and just get a dog linebacker to just play in the middle. That is the start. I think we should go now. Is one worth it at 10? Hey, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. However, I would definitely go after Zayden Collins or Michael Parsons, either one. At least that would get a dog in the middle to combat what's going to go on the back end. Because you get that pressure in the front, we all know.
Mm-hmm.
So you cut off the head, in the front, the dog, the rest of the fall. But anyway, from that part, let's think about some on that offensive line. A lot of those guys got a chance to start last year. And toward the end of the year, we got a little bit better on that offensive line.
We did.
Now we got at least a couple guys, Brandon Knight, and the big boys that we've been trying to see for forever and a day.
Connor McGovern.
Connor McGovern.
Those are my two guys that I really liked last season as a rotation guy that came in. Well, the guys that came in and filled up that particular role. Brandon Knight, I was like, man, this guy is playing lights out, believe it or not. And Connor McGovern, he stepped it up, especially against the Washington team. So those are the two guys. It's just the Terrence, man. I was sitting there like, come on, man, come on, Cowboys. When y'all gonna make the phone call? And they never made the phone call. Yep. Right.
he just needed to come on a little bit, just a little bit more training. I think the guy's gonna be all right. But saying that, long, look at the depth that we now have developed on the offensive line. It may not look like it because we didn't have our boy Dak back there to kind of put it all together. But
right.
Those guys got some great time on the field. So that's a plus for us. So now we can draft what we really want to draft right now.
Mm-hmm.
We got that offense. We got some rotation guys on offense. We got a little defense, but we all still trying to wait on Bradley. That's not. We all been waiting on him. We've seen the film on him. We know the motor about him. We got a couple of linebackers out there too. And you know what? We do have a few corners that they hiding in the nest back there. And I'm not understanding why we can't see them on the field. Now we're back in the same draft situation. And who's to say these corners ain't better than the people that you got on the field? We don't know.
We don't know. We didn't get to see. We didn't get a chance to see Maurice Kennedy, and I know that he opted out. But when you look at his tape, I think I still got his film session somewhere floating around on my channel. He is a guy. Now he's aggressive. He's a little grabby at the top, but he can play inside and he can play outside. He's a little linear build, so that might be a good situation for us to see during this off season. Rashard Robinson, it was one of those things whereas now he's going to be suspended for 2 games for PED, and that's a bad situation. That's negative energy that we don't need. I'm looking for this particular coaching staff after the draft to set an example, and like you said, snaps are very valuable, and we don't know what we're going to get out of Reggie. But the one play, I was looking through all of the film that I could find, and the one time they put Reggie out there, guess what he did? He made a play, yeah. He forced a fumble. He actually forced a fumble on a special teams play. And I should find that clip. I was going to do like players that we need to look at for the 2021 season that we might have overlooked. And I was looking at, hopefully maybe I can pull up some all-22 on Reggie. And I couldn't find nothing but that one play. It was a special team play, and he came down, and I'm telling you, he popped him. And I said, man, this kid need to be out there,
And the way our season was going, I'm trying to figure out and understand why, like the last caller said, why in the world other guys that's on this roster wasn't getting a chance to get some snaps. It's not like we were going anywhere.
Right.
I'm not really understanding what was going on. But anyway,
yeah.
I know you got a list of folks. I'm sitting up here in Atlanta right now, but I will be in Dallas in about 4 hours.
Oh wow! So you heading up to the draft? For this weekend?
Oh yeah, I'm always there for the draft. Hometown funky folk work, but
okay.
I might get a chance to catch you out there at some point.
Most certainly. If you there Saturday, man, let me know. Text me this your information, man. 682-214 4087. That's like my text line. Just tell me, text me your name. Say, hey man, I was a such and such caller, and that way I can communicate with you.
All right, hey, put it back in the chat so I can write it down, and I'll catch up with you.
Most certainly, fam. Appreciate you.
All right, Law, make it do what it do.
Will do. All right, man. These some good callers, man. We got 3 other callers, man. We got a 580, we got 609, and we got also the 903. Boy, hey, man, this I love it, man. I love having the call and queue feature. It works out so much better than the time before, whereas I would have a line that's open and then people just continue to call. But let me pull in the 580. What do you know?
Hey, this is Dallas Cowboy for Life 0404.
What's up, man? For life, man. You got a cold-blooded name, man. I love that name.
Yeah, the 04 stands for Dak, man. I'm a huge Dak fan.
Man.
And I just wanted to know, I think we really need some help on the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid that Tyron Smith is going to go down again, and then that left side's going to be weak. We can't have Dak's weak side being weak like last year again.
Facts.
And I was just wondering, who do you think would be the best person to put in that position out of the draft?
Out of this draft, of course, you got the Christian Darrisaw, who's I believe he's a straight up left tackle. You got, of course, Rashawn Slater, who you can just put anywhere. Alex Leatherwood. You got guys, but my only reservation would be, are you willing to, let's say, for example, I'm going to knock on wood, if Tyron Smith goes down week 2, are you willing to go through the growing pains? Last season, we saw the Giants with their young tackles out there. He looked kind of sloppy, but through the course of the year, he improved. So there will be some growing pains that we will have to overcome. Now, to me personally, I think that Connor Williams probably can play tackle better than he can play guard. And I know that he got the short arm effect. Even Rashawn Slater got short arms. So whether you be going back and forth with that, if in a situation you look at this team and you be real with it and you say, okay, La'el Collins, we're going to kick your big butt back inside to be the guard, you're a mauler, and we're going to use Connor Williams as a tackle. That will be better. And then we can kick Brandon Knight on the outside or whoever they do in the draft. This team, they're going to have to make the calculated moves just like what we're seeing the Kansas City Chiefs doing just in this offseason. They see how valuable the offensive linemen are, so they spend their resources to get a proven commodity versus trying to develop a commodity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then one other question is, we've got so many needs this year with that
Facts.
defense. I mean, our defense was atrocious last year, and then we just lost Sean Lee, and with Alden Smith, and then Leighton Vanderish, it seems like he can't stay healthy, and I worry about our linebacker core, but we still need cornerbacks and safeties, so they're going to have to do some more purchases during the free agency, and I just don't understand why they didn't sign is it KJ Wright? Is that right?
Yeah. A lot of times teams may be looking at after the draft. They might have told them, like, hey, look, we still want to go through the draft. We want to make sure that we cross all our T's and dot our I's, and we want to give you an opportunity to see who all is willing to assign you as well for that pricing. Now, from what I've heard, that he's willing to sign with the Dallas Cowboys. The disagreement is on the years. It's the inverse of Dak Prescott. He wants 2 years, and the Cowboys are willing to sign him for the 1 year. And that's the common trend now with the Cowboys, signing these guys in free agency for 1 year and seeing what they can produce for 1 year opposed to 2. So I think that these two guys will get a lot of traction after the draft. One will be Richard Sherman, and the other one would be KJ. And of course, there will be some other veteran guys, but their value after the draft goes like this. It's getting lower and lower. So that could be the situation. And don't sleep on Malik Hooker. He's another guy that the Cowboys might bring in for a cup of coffee after the draft.
Well, I appreciate your time, Law, man, and I'm a huge fan.
Appreciate you.
I watch you. I listen to you every day at work, and I appreciate what you do and bringing all the great content. I also listen to Mark Holmes, man. I'm a big fan of his as well. But you know, man, I love the Law Nation, man. You're great, man.
Appreciate you so much, man, for your love and adulation. Let's go, Cowboys. Let's go. I'll give you one of these. Yeah. That's a good call from him, man. We got the 609, and then we got the 903, and then we got the 580 next over around here on this late episode. And I really appreciate everybody. Shout out to my dog, Jay Farm. He says turn the callers up, the volume up on their end. I'm still trying to work out the kinks. I got it all the way up on my end. Maybe, just maybe, I have to go into the settings there and try to tweak it on the opposite end where I'm pulling the calls from. But it's one of those things where I need to figure this out, right? The 609. You're live, 609.
What's going on, Wall? How are you?
Oh, man, I'm doing great.
I got a couple questions, but I got a couple ideas also, and I just kind of want your input on it.
Throw them at me.
I saw a couple rumors about us trading the 10th pick for Stephon Gilmore. I know he's older.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking maybe bring him in at the 10th, get the Patriots 15th, and if J.C. Horn's available or if Sertain's available, maybe go that route. If not, maybe get a linebacker, like Collins, or possibly get, what's his name, Parsons at the 15th pick. So I'm just trying to get an idea of, would you go in that direction if the option's there? I know Gilmore needs a contract extension, but it can help, Diggs, help, Brown, it also help Lewis at the same time.
That sounds like a brilliant idea and concept, but I just don't see the Cowboys hanging around with a 30-year-old player, making a movement for him, even though it may seem as if though it's a good situation in a scenario. Now they do have a second-round tender for, I believe, J.C. Jackson. So if the Cowboys want to do that opposed to the Stephon Gilmore, then I think that would be more something that they can take a look at and entertain, because I think that J.C. Jackson is anywhere from like 24 to 25 years of age, which will give you a little bit more longitude and latitude to play around with. In this draft, the Dallas Cowboys still need to figure out the defensive side of the coin. Remember.
That's why I was like, if you can get Gilmore and get a corner or get Washington, I think he's from SMU. I could be wrong.
Darius Washington? You talking about the safety? Yeah.
Or you get Grant, maybe that can help. But I mean, we did sign both the guys from Atlanta, so it's kind of like, what room do we really have? But linebacker is definitely something we consider. But also, my biggest question is I saw an article on it that Kyle Pitts' father made a comment and was like, "Oh, I see my son getting drafted by Dallas."
Right.
Maybe it's a little different worded, but I'm looking at the point of, I would love to have him, but do you really think, even if he fell to 10, do you think it would be worth taking him? Or trading away that 10th overall pick and getting a boatload for him because another team might need a tight end? We got Schultz and we got Jarvis, and I'm a big fan of Schultz. He can develop more, but do you really think if he fell to 10, is he worth taking at 10?
Oh, yeah, man. Sure. If he's the best player available, because what you want to do is you want to put the opposing team in difficult situations, and you want to have one-on-one coverages. You don't want to have double coverages, and you can't double cover everybody. You got a Cooper, you got a Gallup, you got a Lamb, and then you got a Jarwin who you can't sleep on, and then you have the Kyle Pitts, and that's 12 personnel, of course, with the two tight ends. you can still roll that personnel out who people fail to realize that this offense is still not West Coast offense. It's still a vertical offense. It's still I guess a derivative of what Scott Linehan was running. So I think that all need to be said that need to be done would be just drafting the best player available. And if it so happened to be Kyle Pitts, then you just go out there and you pick him up.
Of course, and my last thing I'm gonna add to it,
Big
and then I'll
ups
let
to
you go,
Law
'cause I know
Nation
you got a
and
lot
his
of other
never-ending
forward.
content.
Is that
Let
then
go.
defense wins championships.
Right.
At the end of the day, before Dak went down, it was 371 yards a game passing, over 500 yards, and we were still down by 30-plus points. So my ideal, we have 10 draft picks. Why not go all defense? Because if you go all defense, then you can build a solid defense, and then you don't got to have Dak throwing 35 times a game. You know, you can lean on Zeke throwing the ball more, Tony Pollard. If that, you know what I mean? And then Bill get, an offensive lineman in the later picks, like third or fourth. But, just an idea. Because at the end of the day, it's been 25 years, you know what I mean, since we really done anything. It would be nice to see us actually progress and go somewhere. But Jerry Jones is all like he wants to make big splash moves, and it's all about offense. But realistically, a defense in the championship. I mean, we can go back to Peyton Manning, etc. But I don't have time for that. But you get my point. Or when the Giants beat the undefeated Patriots, a defense is what wins championships.
Oh yeah, defense, travel, yeah.
I appreciate the call. Shout out to Mark Holmes. I follow both of you guys. Thanks for picking up my call.
Appreciate you, man. Salute, bro. That's a good call from the 609. I apologize for the audio being low. It's just how it is, man. We building the plane while it's in the air. Try to shoot your volume up if you guys so happen to call in. Shout out to you, Chop, for the donation, man. He said big up to Law Nation and his never-ending content. Let's go. Yeah, I try to put out the most and the best content as possible. Here's the situation, Cowboy Nation. Yes, we were putting up a lot of money as it relates to yards and not points, and then we get the points in the later ends of the quarters there. I think efficiency levels is what we need to improve in. Efficiency levels is what we really need to focus in on, whether it be, and we got a few more callers that's waiting in the queue. I really appreciate you guys, but hold tight right quick. Efficiency level, I need to poke around and look and see who we got in this mock draft that I just ran. Okay, I just ran this one. Let me give me one of these. I know y'all can hear that. Yeah. We got J.C. Horn with the 10th pick, baby. You see, we solidified that aspect of it, of course. I love seeing that with J.C. Horn with the 10th pick. Don't y'all love that, huh? Don't you love that, right? Oh, yeah. And then we fool around with the 44th pick. We went and grabbed a Dillon. So who's no one to sneeze at. We need tackle help. We need somebody that can develop under either Lyle or Tyron Smith. So I like that. And then we went and got Milton. Then they double back and went and got another offensive guy, lineman and interior guy, guard guy, Trey Smith. And then they got your boy. Let me give him one of these. I'm giving one of these. Yeah, they got a Darius Washington. And then they went with the edge guy, Victor, from Duke. And then they went with Noah Gray, who I believe is very underrated. So they went Duke back to back. So a little love for Duke there. Nothing wrong with that, Cowboy Nation. I actually like this draft. Let me know. Give me a grading on this one. J.C. Horn, Dillon, Milton, and then Trey Smith, Trey Day, Darius Washington, Victor. And then we went with Noah Gray. So that's not bad at all, Cowboy Nation. Make sure y'all can see that. Yep, y'all can see that. So that's not bad. I can see us rolling with that, that could be a situation and a scenario that we roll with those particular looks. For the 903, you're live like 95. What's good?
Hey, Lau, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm doing good. Good and great.
I'm excited. It's draft time. It's draft time. And for me, I said in the chat, I like for us to get some dogs, somebody to come in and help out.
Yep.
And another thing, if y'all keep on living in the past and don't
Mm.
expect for greatness to come to this team, how do you expect our team to be great? I get so tired of y'all every year. Man, the draft ain't even got started yet, and y'all still talking negative
Mm.
about the old players. Don't be wishing nothing bad to happen to Mr. Tyron Smith just because he be hurt in the other past.
Right. Right.
We looking for great things. Don't be speaking negative. The
Mm.
Bible says speak those things as though they were. I tell y'all that all the
Mm.
time. I don't like all that negative talk. Y'all need to quit that foolishness. Look for greatness. If you
Mm-hmm.
don't expect things to change, how can you expect things to change? You look forward to things to change. Jerry said that great things were coming, and I'm just looking forward to see how great things gonna change. He started by paying our quarterback. Should have been done. Oh yes, yes, yes. It's done and done. Still done and delivered.
Right.
Now it's time for us to focus on our defense and get another offensive tackle out there to help Lance Collins and Tyron Smith and all the different ones. Don't be speaking negative, people. Be positive. Let's have a great draft. Talk positive, please. Stop with the negative talk because them guys are working. They're working to get back to show us that they are who we know them to be.
Mm.
Things happen. Life happens. We can't stop life crisis from happening in our lives. Look, we weren't expecting a pandemic, weren't we all? But look, we're in it. And a lot of us survived it, and a lot of us survived it without even getting it. So thank God you didn't get it. Thank God you didn't get it, because that was some stuff to come through. And I'm glad I made it through it.
Oh yeah.
I gotta look for positivity. I gotta go. I know other people on the line, but y'all just stay positive, people. It's draft. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, I got my dogs over here now. Jessica, I love it. I love it when she called in. She bringing in all of the heat, the fire, the thunder, and she always, man, saying, "Hey, PVO, positive vibes only." And I love it. 580, man, you next. You next over there. So hold tight, fam. So here's the situation, Cowboys. We definitely need to look into the aspect of always making sure that we speaking positive, but also I got to put the booty in there. We got to make sure that we plan ahead. And even if Tyron Smith is not able to give us the full throttle for the full 17 weeks, at least we have somebody to step in and to be in. Appreciate those who over here on the PayPal groove, man. I really appreciate you. Jimenez, appreciate you. Is that Joe? Appreciate you, man, for that donation over there. Really appreciate you for doing that, for helping this channel out. 580, you got to call back. Turn on all the Nathan says, Abram, man, turned on all of the sound effects. Yeah, I had them all going over there, man.
Yes!
I know y'all can hear that. Oh, yeah. I got it going on over here, baby. even for the haters.
Get nothing.
Yeah, I got it going on over here, baby. Terrence Johnson, Brad, appreciate you. Shaking my head, positive vibe, cool, but ranting. Yeah, that's my dog right there, man. Shout out to you, Terrence. Chop, what's good? So we got a lot of things to look into, and we got a lot of things that we have to pay attention to. I think somebody just tweeted me their version of a mock draft. This is Terry. Yeah, shout out to Terry. Let's see what he got over here on his mock draft. He got all A's and 1 C. They hating on my quarterback down there, Sam. You know, they hating on him. But let me look at what he got. He got Patrick Surtain. You know, that can actually happen tomorrow. You know, that can actually be with the 10th pick, the Dallas Cowboys select Patrick Surtain. You know, that could actually happen. And then they got the guy from Notre Dame who I believe is not bad at all, number 44. with the 44th pick. Marvin Wilson, that's not bad at all. Then you got Jamin Davis, Jamar Johnson. Okay, you got Bobby Brown, baby. Yeah, 138. So that is extra helping to the inside. A guy that's flexible enough to play the one and also he's more of a three. But you got Bobby Get Down Brown, so that's not bad. Then you got Benjamin. Shout out to him from Minnesota, so that's not bad at all. This mock draft is not bad, Cowboy Nation. Then you got Chauncey, who you had to develop him, but it's still good. Then you went and got the Blake Jarwin 2.0. Did y'all look up John Bates tape? Blake Jarwin 2.0, and then you got a developmental quarterback that will push Ben DiNucci, for that spot, and Garrett Gilbert. So, yeah, you want that, and I think that Sam, he probably would beat out Ben DiNucci, and he'll give Garrett Gilbert a run for his money. And I don't know, did the Cowboys re-sign Garrett Gilbert? Y'all let me know. Is he still under contract? He could be not even on this team. He could just be Dak right now. I don't even know. And of course, DiNucci. Let's see what we have here. Caesar, game changer. We can start. Go for me account. Bye, old boy. Out. Yeah. Caesar Sanchez. Appreciate you. Chris Titus, man. You're right, Nathan. What y'all talking about over here? What y'all talking about? GG is still on the team. Appreciate you. Garrett Gilbert. I wanted to see more Garrett Gilbert. I really want to see more of him. We really need to see more of him too. During this offseason, I want to know if he can put that ball where it need to be at all through this offseason and get on rapport with any of these guys. And maybe, just maybe. Gilbert is on a 2-year deal. This is from Theo. Appreciate you, Joby. Joby. Yeah, appreciate you. Please no Surtain in the second round. Please no Surtain corner in the second round. Oh yeah, that's a plethora of corners out there now. This DB class in general is a thick one, and we got a lot of DBs that we can go grab. Greg Newsom, at Shante Samuel, and I don't think Greg Newsom would drop to the second, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? There's a lot of corners in here, and when we look back at this mock draft. Let me see. This is one. Let me pull up the one that I was able to do over here, and this is another one. Bear with me while I find that indicator. Here we go. And this is another one. So you got J.C. Horn, you got Dylan. So it's similar in a sense because you go with a DB, then you go with a actual guard or tackle. So that's not bad. And then you go with defensive again, yeah. And then they went with Jamin. I think that as much as I like J.C. Horn, I still like this guy's mock draft better though. And I love J.C. Horn. I would love to see him on this team, but his draft is a little bit more solid in my opinion than mine, that I just read. I think that I like his a little bit better. And trust me, I like J.C. Horn over Surtain, but his picks are, I like Liam, and I like Marvin Wilson, I like Jamin Davis, and I like Jamar Johnson, and I got Bobby Brown over the guys that I got, so. And then John Bates, a prospect, Blake Jarwin 2.0, it's one of those situations. And you guys, it's all you got to do is just tweet me your mock, and this is at this location right here, at Laws Nation. Just tweet it to me, and he tweeted also Tom Downey. I always leave Tom Downey out for some reason, but shout out to him. Y'all make sure y'all hit up Tom Downey tomorrow. He'll be live on multiple platforms as well, and as well as hit up my dog Joe Rod. Hit him up as well. Man, we got some good guys that do Cowboys content that I always leave out. And then Tiny Jim, David Hellman. Y'all hit him up as well. So with that being said, Cowboy Nation, I got about let me see. I think I heard a chime for your mind. Let me see who that is chiming in over here. Bear with me. I got Daryl Schapp. Let's see what he got over here. Daryl, what's good, fam? Talk to me.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Nothing to it, man.
That draft tomorrow?
Oh,
Excited for that Cowboys draft tomorrow?
man, I got it running through my veins right now. Yeah, Gerard, we live like 95. But yeah, man, I got it running through my veins, man. Talk to me.
Let me tell you, I told my wife earlier today, I said, watch. I said, oh, Jerry Jones going to pull a smooth on us Cowboys fans.
Oh, yeah.
We either going to end up, I just got a gut feeling it's going to go one or two ways, Mr. Law.
Mm-hmm.
We either going to want to trade up somehow, either the sixth pick or the seventh pick, and pick up, I mean, what's that chime that you got? Play that chime for me.
Yeah.
Or sixth pick in the draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
We got to trade up into the 20 or 25 range or 23 range by the Dallas Cowboys, and they select your boy, J.C. Horn.
Woo.
Help your defense and your offense, I would think so, but that's a hypothetical.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you want to be real, I think they're probably going to stay put,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to turn around and pick the man, J.C. Horn, if he's there, or they're going to go with a dog linebacker, either way. But I'll still be happy.
Oh, yeah.
But that's just, Jerry, you know how he likes to make his splashes, like everybody likes to say, like you like to say.
Mm-hmm.
And if we want to put points on the board, and we want a Hall of Famer, and we want one of the highest rated players in the draft besides the quarterbacks, which we don't need that. So that's out of the question. But your next one is either Pitts or you could go offensive line too if you want. But me, I want the Pitts or I want the corner. You know what I mean? I want my dog. I want
Oh, yeah. I got you.
You know, I want my Pitts. I want my or Holland or Richie Grant, but I like Richie Grant the best. He's my top rated safety.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so you got Richie on top of everybody's. Okay, I feel you.
Yeah, I mean, he got that dog mentality like Horn, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He wants the ball. He wants to make plays. He wants to show what he about. You know, have the attitude. You know, you got to have the attitude. You got to have the want to. It's just like with anything in life, you know. But you got to look at it from a physical aspect, and you got to look at it from a talent aspect and things like that. And you got to put it on tape and look at the tape, not just the player, you know.
Okay. That sounds like the 1,000% fire over there, D.
I wanted to see what you was thinking, and what do you think they'll do in the draft? Well, do you think they're going to pick them a corner, or do you think we're going to get lucky like we did last year and get Pitts or one of the offensive line? What do you think? What's your opinion?
Well, I did a mock earlier, and somehow Kyle Pitts fell to number 10. We got some haters now, man. We got Carolina Panthers with their hating tales. They want all of a sudden they in love with J.C. Horn. So it seems as if though they're picking ahead of us, and they're not going to be willing to dance. So they're going to go with him. I believe Denver, they love Surtain from what I heard, on the streets. So our two DBs may be gone. It could be a weird situation, whereas the Cowboys, based upon what they normally do, it could be a situation. Appreciate you, Avery, for sending me that super chat. It could be a situation whereas the Cowboys might roll with a Parson, or they might roll with a who else they would go with? If not Kyle Pitts, JOK, it'd be too rich. It's Slater, Parson, Jenkins is too rich for that spot. I think it might be Slater though.
Well, you think it might not be a safety? Maybe a high-rated safety?
Nah, it's too.
Maybe or not?
That pick too rich for a safety, man. Now it would be. I think somebody sent me a mock draft where Morridge, they traded. They somehow got Morridge with the 10th pick, and I was like, wow. But they made it work because they had a whole bunch of A's on their mock draft.
Okay, hey, that's it is what it is. I was just thinking what you think. I was thinking they may go offensive line if they can't get one of the corners anyway.
That would be the solid move to go. Yeah, go ahead.
I think, in my opinion, because I heard Jeff Kavanaugh and I heard Bucky Brooks and I heard Broadus today because I was listening to the draft show during work because I was working, and I also listen to you too. But I heard them today. They were saying, well, what if your two corners ain't there, and like maybe say you draft like Broadus said, maybe you could just take a flyer on Zaven Collins, or you turn around and you grab Stokes or Elijah Molden or a Barham or a Quinnipiac or the Ojulari or something like that.
Yeah. Ojulari and Elijah Vera Tucker. You got all of those guys. Yeah.
Quinnipiac, maybe I don't know.
But all of those names you just mentioned will be a good trade back. Trade down scenario. All of those guys will be available. If you just trade down a little bit, and maybe you scoop up an extra second round draft pick or a third, and you can dance with that, or next year first. Who knows?
Yeah, but they were also saying, well, what if nobody wants to let you trade down?
Oh man, that 10th spot is so sweet, man. The 10th spot is that glory hole. What Jerry was talking about.
I hope so, but yeah, I hope so. I hope we get who we want. I hope we either get Pitts or one of the offensive linemen or one of the corners or one of the linebackers. I don't really care. It's just whatever helps the team win and do better on defense or offense. I just want us to do well. That's what I'm saying. I don't want us to be, people running all over us and just throwing all over us like they did last year. And Dallas is here. They are. I'm watching them on TV and watching them on Twitter and stuff. And here they are. They try to score 40 points and just the other team's just passing and running all over you. It's like, Trayvon Diggs over here intercepting some passes or blocking some passes, but here you go with the other side or whatever, the middle. There goes another touchdown.
Right.
There's somebody running all over you. You can't stop it because your coaches can't, or your defensive coordinator can't figure it out.
Yeah, but we're going to be better in shape, man. We're going to be better shape this year, man. I just feel it. But I really appreciate you, man, Daryl. Appreciate you.
God bless. And I just wanted to say hi. I was thinking about you and tell everybody be excited for that draft tomorrow.
Oh, man, we're going to be lit for tomorrow, man. Let's go. Appreciate you, man. That's my dog, man. He called in, and he could always call in and put us in a great spirit of mind. Speaking of that, he was the final caller of the night. I really appreciate everybody for watching this episode of the Law Nation's late edition. But we will be jumping in live tomorrow. I know I'll be in and out, but it will be a situation whereas I know for sure that we got some guys on the Cowboys YouTube that will be live as well, and you guys be sure to make your rounds and help them out and participate with them, as well as I think my dog Shango, he may be doing something. I might need to hit him up. Cowboy Nation, let's continue to grind and shine. Write this down. When the end comes for me, let it find me conquering a new mountain, not sliding down an old one. Let that sizzle down into your mind, heart, soul, and sinew in spirit. Let's continue to find ways to grow, Cowboy Nation. And let's get on out of here and let's get ready for tomorrow. Let's go. Somebody, we're going to draft somebody. We're going to draft somebody that's going to be barking like that dog I got somewhere over here in the corner. Y'all know that dog. When y'all hear it, y'all going to be ready for it, right, baby? Right. We're going to be ready for it. We're going to be like,
Finish him.
yeah, we're going to be finishing him. You know, we're going to be ready for it, and all of our heartbeats going to be. Brown, now you know good and well how you going to come over here and put that down there and say Raider Nation. Get out of here, boy. Brown, appreciate you, man, for always being part of this channel too, man. But you know that there's only one true nation, and that is the Dallas Cowboys nation, baby. And you can sprinkle in Law Nation because I'm a derivative of the Dallas Cowboys, basically. But y'all know how this thing goes. Let me get on out of here. Prize fighter continue to swing even when he's down, right? Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's get on out of here. Really appreciate y'all for jumping in. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. How in the world you going to have Go Chief up in there? Huh? How you going to have Go Chief? I can't wait to play y'all this year. Oh, it's going to be on like neck bones, huh? Come on. Yeah.
Nowadays, nothing really excites me. They wanted me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell them it's ice. I got wifey on bling and she freeze. Photo, please, no photos. Jeez, no, please, no photos. Hit the door and the dome and just whole team here, money some. Still young, but I move like a new deal to my lawyer. If you're down in my management, I'm just warming up a way till I old producer saw the numbers. Different colors in my baggy light. Chalk it up, talk of the time when you're talking up. Wanna get you a ring and you tough enough. Wanna get you no things in your pockets though. Run it up. I used to be quiet and out of luck. Now I move up and move humble cause they hating and jealousy. My mama telling me count up your blessings and run it up. Nowadays nothing really excites me.
Shout out to you, David Jenkins. Appreciate you, man.
I got wifey on bling and she
Appreciate y'all.
No photos, no, please, no photos. I keep giving game away.
Yeah.
I put game on layaway.
Come on.
I got paid to play today. I get paid to stay away. I get paid on rainy days. I might make it rain today. I got paid off pain today. Thought it'd take the pain away. In my own lane, finger roll. I would never sell my only soul. Heard your whole team was for sale.
Stewart, I see you, fam.
Who the realest, we might never know.
Lot of realists, baby.
You go play a role.
From the South.
The world when they sign you up. Try you out and then they line you up.
Oh.
Now you're looking hungry, ribs are touching, need some food.
Let's go.
Now you're all on live acting surprised, but you was fooled. Boy, get out the way, it's been a day, now you're old news. Now you got the pen and pad, you're trying to take my moves. Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on bling and she freeze. Photo, please, no photos. Jeez, no, please, no photos. Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on bling and she freeze. Photo, please, no photos. Jeez, no, please, no photos.
Yeah, let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's continue to find ways to grind. Let our heart beat real tight overnight. Let's go. We out, baby. Appreciate it for all of the donations, man. Thank those who shared. Appreciate those who's out there on the Facebook, the Twitter game.